Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about a very common problem of a father that is actually overworked and come back very late at home, so for some time has a chance to see his children ask a classic question: have you brushed your teeth? And all of you, either as parents or as children, have the common answer. Of course, the answer is yes. I have brushed my teeth. And if some of you are actually a little more suspicious, you can actually check in the bathroom whether the toothbrush is wet or dry. In most cases, most of the kids don't brush their teeth, or if they do brush their teeth, they don't brush it long enough. So we wanted to address this problem with Kolibree, is how do we find a way to check whether people are brushing their teeth, and on top of that, how do we teach children how to better brush their teeth? Somehow, that's the way we started this company. And we realized that we have opened a Pandora box. For instance, do you know how long you should brush your teeth? So I hear 3 minutes here. No? So most of the world says 2 minutes. France, until November 2013, was saying 2 minutes. Some dentists said 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Actually, there is no scientific evidence to actually correlate the time you spend brushing your teeth and the results. So by building a connected object that can track the way you brush your teeth, even teach you how to brush your teeth, then we can open a new field of research in dentistry. So, as I said, we opened a Pandora box. We were amazed by the number. One of the biggest problems of oral care is you go to the dentist when it's too late in most countries. In the US, they have hygienists whose job is to do prevention, but in a lot of countries, you go to the dentist when you have pain, and when you have pain, you already have cavities. So out of the $120 billion that the oral care system costs to the US healthcare system, we account for 50 billion that can be prevented by proper prevention. And the most common prevention, or the easiest prevention, is really to brush your teeth, because cavities and periodontic diseases happen not from you not brushing your teeth once, but by repeated gesture of not brushing some areas of your mouth. Furthermore, we actually investigated the topic, and we realized that there was an education challenge. Most kids don't know how to brush their teeth, and there is no how-to manual to teach when you buy a toothbrush, electric toothbrush, or manual toothbrush, how to use it. However, there is a various way of doing it right and various way of doing it wrong. One of the way and the reason why we have problems is there is no feedback, or the feedback comes when it's too late. So if we could build a system that gives you real-time feedback on how well you're doing, then we can improve on a daily basis the oral care of an entire population. And last but not least, out of the $50 billion that the negligence of most people about their toothbrushing costs, there is another problem really in healthcare for very old people, like 80, 85, when they are living in nursing homes. In this case, you have to have someone that brushes their teeth on their behalf. And we know that losing your teeth is an advanced sign of death. So after you lose your teeth, there is a 6 months on average expectation of death. So having a way to help older people to keep having their teeth and brush them correctly and check whether the person in charge of the care is doing it right is also a big ask for the market. So at the moment, it's a very interesting crossing point, because we sell as much phones as toothbrushes, 3.6 billion. And the toothbrush itself, so the brushing is a $9 billion market. And I'm not counting about the 50 billion cost of the system. And one of the reasons why I'm here is, believe it or not, for electric toothbrushes, Germany is the biggest market in the world, bigger than the US, bigger than Japan, bigger than everywhere else in the world. In Germany, 1 out of 2 German citizens have an electric toothbrush. Only 15% in France, where we were born. So our solution is this kind of connected toothbrush, which I brought here. which act as a remote control. So it actually monitors the way you brush your teeth and provide daily feedback and make it fun. The way to make it fun is to use, so my kids actually have been fighting to use my many devices, such as tablets or mobile phone. And so we built a platform and an SDK that allows third parties to build their own games using the toothbrush as a remote device, as a remote control. So there is a lot of science and technology behind it. Somehow we've built a technology that is able to detect 32 toothbrush movements and locate 12 areas of your mouth. And by the end of the year, we will be able to detect, I think, 20 areas of your mouth. Not only do we provide those kind of games, but we provide reward to engage kids to come and play again. The second area is feedback. So thanks to this location technology we have built, we're able to build on a long run a map of your neglected areas. And this is not me, mine is actually a little worse. But you can have a dashboard that shows which areas of your mouth you have consistently neglected. One of the other problems in healthcare is overbrushing. We also provide a map of your overbrush areas. I mentioned we are building a platform. One of the reasons is because of all the data we can collect with this new generation of devices, we are able to open to dentistry or insurance company a new way to look at the correlation between home prevention practices, and damages, which are, in this case is cavities in most cases. So we have built this open platform so that developers can build their own app. We have a lot of dentists who are not in agreement in the best way to brush, so we offer them a way to use our platform to build their own methods. Data scientists that are building, and dentists that are building new results and new scientific results. So in a company, in a nutshell, Kolibree was fortunate to launch at the beginning of the wave of the connected objects hype. We got featured as one of the best startups to watch at CES 2014. We were seen by 1 billion people. We actually created the connected toothbrush category, and we have received nearly 50,000 emails from all over the world, realizing that this was not just a developed country problem, but in India, in Australia, in China, we received a lot of testimonial and ask for potential users or dentists that wanted to give their feedback or ask for something. We have our own IP. There is no. We have built the whole technology from the vibration to the transmission and analysis of the movement. The product has been launched in the US and is launching at the end of the month in Europe. And we've built a partnership with Delta Dental, which is the largest dental insurance company in the world, which actually backed the insurance vision that we had initially, that if you do a good job predicting and preventing cavities, then you are the natural allies of insurance company and the parents. So announcing it today, we have our first round of funding with European investors. We are going to launch to finalize our studies, and especially our research studies, to build our case for the dentist community. And we also have a partnership with SEB Alliance, which is a $9 billion company that will help us scale the company at a worldwide level. And last but not least, we are actually announcing tomorrow at a dental conference that we made our first studies conducted by dentists that shows that kids are using Kolibree toothbrush are no longer brushing their teeth in the bathroom. They're actually playing games. So whatever the games tell them to do, they do. And they spend the 2 minutes that were so hard to reach. They spend the 2 minutes brushing, and they keep doing it because they get rewarded. So one of the findings is, like, if the game tells you to go into hidden places in your mouth or places you never go, they actually go. And if you don't, and we actually have a proof that if we don't ask them to go to some places which might be completely obvious, such as the front teeth, which are usually overbrushed, they don't go there. So we have now the basic evidence that the power of the gaming platform is able to revolutionize oral care. Thank you very much.